All right, what's up, guys? We're going to go over a six-figure recovery case study today for you. And we're going to answer the following questions for you, okay? I'm going to tell you where the deal was located, how much we made, how long it took, and the process that you can follow so you can do deals just like this one. So, if you're interested in that, keep watching. Let's dive right in. Here's a picture of the property which created the surplus. Okay, so this was from a mortgage foreclosure. So mortgage overage, I call them MOs. Tax overages, I call TOs. Where was this located? It's located in the state of New York. Okay, some of you might find that interesting because some folks who educate about this business say that New York keeps the money or that you can't recover money in New York. That's not the case, at least in my experience. You can do this business in New York. You can recover surplus funds, both tax and mortgage, out of the state of New York. So, if you didn't know that, now you know. That's where the deal was located. Now, how much did we recover? And how much did we make? Well, I already told you how much we recovered, but here's a picture of the check. $164,000. Our portion, 20%. Okay? So that's how much we made. Now, how much time did it take for us to recover money from this foreclosure auction? And here's the kicker. You can see when it got paid out, and that was 2 years after the claim got filed. It took over 2 years to get the money out of the courts, out of the county. So that's the downside. Can you do this business in New York? Yes, you can. Absolutely. It just takes a while. You got to be patient. Okay. Now, do all cases take that long? No. But it's important for you to understand that they can. It's possible for cases to take a lot of time. Okay. Now, in a straightforward case, with no complications, no competing claims, no other claimants, if you're working directly with the former owner, typically it's 4 to 6 months on average, depending where you're working, of course. This particular one, there were no complications. Our client was the former owner. There were no other claimants, no other debts, no competing claims. It just took that long. Why did it take so long? The bottom line is New York has a very inefficient process for claiming surplus funds. Very inefficient. That's putting it lightly. It just takes a long time. But you can do it. You can do it. So now, finally, how can you do deals just like this one? Okay, how can you do the same? All right, if you're taking notes, now's a good time to write this down. What you're going to do is you're going to write down the letter C, the number 4, plus P. Okay, so C4 plus P, that equals money. What does that mean? Here's a 5-step process. There's 4 C's and a P. There's 4 C's and a P. That's all you have to remember. Okay. Step 1, the first C is create your leads. What's a lead? Somebody owed money from a tax sale or foreclosure. That's it. Find leads. There's 4 ways to do that. Step 2 is to conduct research. What does that mean? Well, you have to determine who all is entitled to that money and then get their contact information. Step 3 is you got to contact those leads. Let them know the good news and how you can help them recover their money. Step 4 is to contract with your leads. Get an agreement signed outlining what your percentage is going to be if you are successful in getting their money for them. And then step number 5 is to profit. Okay, file your claim, preferably via an attorney, and then wait for your check to arrive. Okay, and then you celebrate. So that is the 5-step process. Create leads, conduct research, contact leads, contract, profit, aka file your claim. All right, got it? Now, obviously that's a high-level overview of the process. If you want to learn more, check out my free training at overagesyndicate.com. Okay, but that's it, guys. That is a 5-step process. And once you learn that process, then you can recover funds just like this from homes that go to foreclosure or tax sale auction. Okay, just like this one did. And you can repeat that process over and over and over again. And you can do it pretty much everywhere in the US. As long as there's a foreclosure or a tax sale and a home sells for more than what's owed to the bank or the county, then you can recover surplus funds, is the bottom line. Again, if you want to learn more about it, go to overagesyndicate.com. But that's it. That's a little case study for you. Just kind of sharing my experience. If you have questions, post them down below. And we'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you.